His story is defined by turning points, moments where the course of human civilization shifted irreversibly. One such moment was the Industrial Revolution, which the first took root in Britain during the late 18th century. Before machine dominated production, life was governed by manual labor, slow craftsmanship, and agrarian economies. Britain, with abundant coal and iron, a growing population, and a thriving merchant class, became the birthplace of this transformation. As steam engines grew to life and factories spread across the landscape, traditional ways of living and working were forever changed. This is the story of Industrial Revolution, an era that fundamentally changed economic structures, production methods, and daily life, influencing the modern world in lasting ways. But what exactly was the Industrial Revolution? According to historian David Lenz, the Industrial Revolution was first and foremost a revolution in technology. It was application of systematic knowledge to practical tasks. It was a period starting in the late 18th century where manual labor and handcrafted goods were replaced by machine and mass production. This transformation was driven by technological advancement, economic shift, and social changes. It marked the beginning of modern industry and forever changed how humans live and work. Before the Industrial Revolution, most people worked in agriculture. Life was rural and nearly everything was made by hand. Small villages were self-sufficient and trade was limited to local markets. Production was slow and goods were expensive due to the amount of time and labor required to create them. By the mid-1700s, winds of change were blowing across Europe, particularly in Britain. Innovation in machinery, transportation, and energy resources would soon revolutionize how people work and live, leading to the birth of the modern industrial world. In 1712, Thomas Newcomen invented the first practical steam engine used to pump water from mine. This was just beginning. The textile industry was the first to be transformed in 1764. James Henry invented the spinning jenny, allowing multiplied threads to be spun at once. Soon after, Richard Arkwright developed the water prime in 1769, utilizing water power to automate spinning. Then, James, a game changer. James Watt, a Scottish engineer, improved the steam engine in 1781, making it more efficient and practical for industrial use. Watt's journey began in 1763 when he was asked to repair a model of Thomas Newcomen's steam engine at the University of Glasgow. He realized that the Newcomen design wasted a lot of energy by repeatedly heating and cooling the cylinder. To solve this, Watt developed a spirit consider which significantly improved efficiency, reduced fuel consumption. His breakthrough leads to the widespread adoption of steam engines in textile mills, coal mines, and transformation, fueling the expansion of factories and leading to the rapid urbanization of cities. By the early 1800s, factory life dominated Britain. Workers, including women and children, endured long hours in harsh conditions. Meanwhile, a new revolution was on the horizon: transformation. In 1825, George Stephenson built the first public railway, the Stockton and Darlington Railway, revolutioning transport. By the 1830s, trains were connecting cities, fueling commerce and migration. Before large factories, industry evolved in stages. The first was domestic system where goods were made at home. Families worked with basic tools, and merchants collected the finished production for sale. This system allowed people to earn a living without leaving their homes, but it was inefficient.
Economy historian E.P. Tramspan noted that the domestic system was a fragile network, highly dependent on fluctuating market demands and limited by the slow pace of manual labor. Despite its limitation, the system laid the groundwork for more centralized product methods that would follow. As demand grew, production shifted to the manufacture system. Artisans worked in small workshops with each specializing in a different part of the production process. Finally, the factory system emerged. Unlike previous methods of production, the system centralized labor and mechanized manufacturing on an unprecedented scale. Large factories powered by system agents began mass production goods, significantly lowering costs and increasing availability. Historian Joel Mokyr described this transition as a fundamental shift in the organization of production, where efficiency and productivity became the new economy driving forces. The factory system marked the dawn of industrial capitalism, transforming economies and society worldwide. Historian Joel Mokyr described this transition as a fundamental shift in the organization of production, where efficiency and productivity became the new economy driving forces. The factory system marked the dawn of industrial capitalism, transforming economies and society worldwide. The Industrial Revolution didn't just change Europe, it reshaped the entire world. By late 19th century, it had spread to United States, Germany, and Japan, fueling unprecedented industrial expansion. Mass production allowed goods to be made faster and cheaper, while innovation like the telegraph revolutionized communication across continents. The steel industry flourished, providing the backbone for railroads, bridges, and skyscrapers, and defined modern urban landscapes. Historian Patrick O'Brien notes that the diffusion of industrialization beyond Britain was not merely a process of imitation but a reinvention, as each country adapted industrial methods to their own economy and social context. This era marked the true birth of globalization, linking economies and society in ways never seen before. But progress came at a cost. Pollution filled the air, social inequalities widened, and labor exploitation became rampant. The rapid industrialization created overcrowded and unsanitary living conditions in urban areas, leading to widespread disease and poor public health. Many social observers of the time note that industrial cities become centers of poor sanitation, lack of clean water, and cramped housing, which lead to spread of illnesses like cholera and tuberculosis. The exploitation of workers became a growing concern as factory owners prioritized profit over human working conditions. Long hours, minimal wages, and unsafe environment became a norm, leading to cycle property among laborers. The harsh realities of this new industrial society eventually fueled movement for workers' rights and the birth of social reform as laborers and reforms sought better wages, safer working conditions, and shorter working hours. Today we stand on the shoulders of the Industrial Revolution. Our modern cities, technology, and globalized economy are its legacy. But as we move forward, we must remember the lesson of the past. Our present and our choice today will shape the future. As one historian noted, the Industrial Revolution was not just a technological transformation, it was a complete reshaping on society, economy, and human labor. Its impact continues to influence our modern world in ways we often take for granted. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.